Hate. Hate is an opportunistic disease. It's an opportunistic disease. It takes vulnerabilities like indifference and darkness and unknown and fear, and it feasts on them, and it creates destruction, it creates war, and it has this special ability to create more of itself. But we're lucky because we have something love. We have something called love, and love is special too. Love is not opportunistic. Love is everywhere. Love is here. Love is in California this week. Love is in here, Colorado, last week. Love is in Paris and Beirut and everywhere, right? And love is special too because it can create itself as well, and we choose. We have the choice. So I say, whoa! I say, whoa!
Whoa.
Woe to those who began this war if they were not in bitter earnest. Brandy Station, Virginia, September 27th, 1864. My dearest Margaret, as I sit to write to you on this chance moment of dawn's quiet solitude, my hands also stave off the morning cold by the warmth I found in your letter today. So oft do our envelopes seem to travel the roads at the same time. When the boredom of camp begins to swell, I imagine both of our letters dancing in the pockets of postal carriers, and I wish it were the writer rather than the written who gets to steal away with you. This may be the last 3-cent letter I'm able to send. Ink and paper are going scarce in the same way good vegetable and root has. Some of the men go for what they call a long forage into the fields and farms of northerners. And I suppose we have taken their land in uniform now that ours are not enough, so perhaps we're just playing the part. There are moments of missing you that are so surprising. They come over me so quickly, and they leave with a similar swiftness, depositing behind them a path of rubble in their wake. I wake, too, from any dream that this is not a war for us. Like it is a time for us. It is a time for us to feel the taste of cold metal that we grip in order to fall asleep in these fields of poppy petals. A taste of cold metal that gripped us as we woke to the shock of neighborhood battles, as sons of farmers who own no man fought for men who owned their land and died in ravines once used for only play are now dug up for their burial day. The histories of the lost cause are all written out by big bugs, generals, and renowned historians. Well, I have as much right as any man to write a history of how America began. An America that will be governed by a people for a people who would hold the same weight on the scales of justice that them is thrust into the air, as if it were a lantern, a light to guide us to the shores of true isonomy, and away from the depths that we seem to be sirened, into caves and caverns where only a few get to feel the warmth of a fire and rest huddled cold in the waves of the mire. The eyes of Alice bring miles of scowls against the figures in the sky, hands up, poised as contorted bonsais with hemp rope neckties. It is a time for us. It is a time for us to feel consequences as the bugle sounded to strike tents and place everything aboard the cars. We went bowling as fast as the steam could carry us. At every town and station there were citizens and ladies waving their handkerchiefs and hoorahs for the Jeff Davis and the Southern Confederacy. Well, I am not certain it's worth soldiering for even a grade as welcome as this. My brothers seem to carry on with no respect, but only blindly reminisce of times that were not for us, times we seem to carry with us, times we remember where smiles were easily sewed onto a closed mouth, as happiness can be ensured in the South for as long as only the chosen few get access to the spout. Day baskets of soft cheeses and sweet dough spill out onto checkered spreads along with niceties like cheap Bordeaux and swinging banjos. A sight indeed, as we pass these northerners who would be the first to flee on that blistery day of Bull Run known broadly. I could now march 10, 20, and 25 miles a day, live on short rations of hardtack, green roasting ears, cold water, sleep out in the rain and heavy dew with nothing but an army coat over me, and enjoy myself capitally. But with all the miles I put behind, I get no closer to seeing the true difference they say is found in mankind. Bull Run may be a proud moment in a sea of misdirected misfortune, but the engines of the North are a-roaring, and I can see that us as a half-baked nation will soon be given an address that will thunder like a cannon. Some will say yes. Some will say yes, it is a time for us. Some will say no, it was never a time at all. And some will simply sing out that the Yanks are coming. The Yanks are coming, the drums rum-tumming everywhere. So prepare, say a prayer, sing the word to beware, we'll be over. We'll be over. And we won't come back the same now it's over. In every way I am yours. Find me in the bags of postal carriers. Thank you very much.